Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Learning Studio Zone. If you have been struggling, if you feel stuck, if you are tired of not improving, then this video is for you. By the time you finish watching, you will no longer feel lost. You will have a clear, powerful, and easy-to-follow method that will take your English to the next level. I promise you, if you follow what I tell you today, you will never struggle with English again. This is not about boring grammar rules. This is not about memorizing thousands of words. This is about learning English the smart way, the easy way, the way that actually works. So, stay with me till the end because every second of this video is going to be powerful and valuable. Chapter 2, The Biggest Mistake, Stop Translating in Your Head. Let's start with one of the biggest mistakes English learners make, translating everything in their heads. If you are always thinking in your native language and then translating into English, you will always feel slow, stuck, and unsure. This is why you hesitate when speaking. This is why English doesn't feel natural. But here's the secret, you don't need to translate to understand. You need to train your brain to think in English directly. How do you do that? Start with simple things. When you wake up in the morning, don't say, "I need to brush my teeth," in your native language. Instead, just say it in English. Look at your toothbrush and say, "I'm brushing my teeth." When you make coffee, say, "I'm making coffee." When you go outside, say, "It's a beautiful day." At first, this will feel strange, but after a few days, you will notice something amazing. You will automatically start thinking in English without even trying. Why is this so important? Because once you stop translating, you will speak faster, more confidently, and more naturally. Your brain will process English the same way native speakers do, without stopping, without overthinking, and without fear. Chapter 3, Learn Phrases, Not Just Words. Another huge mistake people make when learning English is memorizing individual words. If you only learn words one by one, you will always struggle to form sentences. You might know the words, but you won't know how to use them correctly. Think about how babies learn language. They don't memorize individual words, they learn chunks of language. Instead of learning the word water, they learn, "Can I have some water?" Instead of just hello, they learn, "Hey, how's it going?" And that's exactly what you need to do. Examples of learning phrases instead of words. Instead of learning the word appointment, learn, "I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Can I schedule an appointment?" Instead of just learning hungry, learn, "I'm starving. Let's grab something to eat." When you focus on phrases, something amazing happens. You start speaking naturally without struggling to put words together. You will sound more fluent, more confident, and more like a native speaker. Chapter 4, Read Aloud Every Day. This tip is a game changer. If you struggle with speaking English, you need to start reading aloud every single day. Why is this so powerful? When you read out loud, you are training your mouth, tongue, and brain to get used to English. You are building muscle memory. Think about it, when you hear a native speaker talk, they speak fast, smoothly, and naturally. But when you try, it feels slow and unnatural. That's because your mouth is not used to the movements of English. But when you read aloud, you are practicing those movements every day. How should you do it? Have a checkmark, pick any book, article, or even a short paragraph. Have a checkmark, read it out loud, slowly and clearly. Have a checkmark, focus on pronunciation and rhythm. Have a checkmark, do it for at least 10 minutes every day. At first, it might feel strange, but after a few days, you will notice a huge difference. Your tongue will get used to English sounds, your pronunciation will improve, and your fluency will increase. And the best part? This is one of the fastest ways to train your brain to speak English smoothly. Chapter 5, The Power of Active Listening. Most people think listening is passive. They believe that if they just hear English every day, they will magically start speaking fluently. But that's not true. There's a huge difference between passive listening and active listening. What's the difference? Black right arrow, passive listening, playing English in the background while doing other things, like cooking or watching a movie without paying attention. Black right arrow, active listening, focusing 100% on what you hear, understanding, repeating, and using new phrases. How to practice active listening. Step 1. Choose the right material. Pick something just slightly above your level. If it's too easy, you won't learn. If it's too difficult, you'll get frustrated. White have a checkmark. Good options: simple podcasts, slow news, beginner-friendly audiobooks. Step 2. Listen in short sections and repeat. Instead of listening to one long hour of English, take a short section, maybe 1 minute, and listen to it multiple times. Keycap 1 first, listen once without subtitles, just try to understand the general meaning. Keycap 2 second, listen again and try to catch new words. Keycap 3 third, listen one more time and repeat the sentences out loud to copy the pronunciation. Step 3. Write down and use new phrases. Every time you hear a useful phrase, write it down. For example, if you hear, "It's been a long time," write it in your notebook. That sounds interesting, use it when talking to someone. This way, you learn phrases naturally instead of just memorizing random words. If you do this every day for 10 to 15 minutes, you will train your ears to understand fast English, and your brain will automatically start thinking in English. Chapter 6, Conclusion, Your New Path to Fluency. This is just the beginning. By following these powerful techniques, you will completely change the way you learn and speak English. So, stay with me until the end because every second of this video is packed with valuable tips that will take your English to the next level. Final thoughts. Improving your English doesn't have to be difficult or frustrating. If you follow these methods, thinking in English, focusing on phrases, reading aloud, practicing active listening, using the shadowing technique, learning grammar in context, applying the 80-20th rule, and speaking every day, you will see incredible progress. The key is consistency. Don't just watch this video and forget about it. Take action today. Pick one method and start practicing it right now. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others who want to improve their English. Let me know in the comments, which tip are you going to try first? Keep practicing, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning!